Which is what I told Admiral Constantine before jumping in hyperspace with a damaged ventral hypersonic coolant valve. I don't know how that man managed to pass through an Axis war college. Do you have the subspace survival pad working yet?
Yes, sir, but it's giving a deferred message, sir.
What data does it display?
Planet name, population. Unable to send outgoing transmission, sir.
Hand it to me.
Yes, sir.
Navasta, population 500,000. Primary export is wild and exotic meats. Hard to make out much else through the damage.
Re-entry will do that, sir.
Trooper, did I call at ease?
No, sir.
Then stand at attention when speaking to an officer.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
Well, we know the region is inhabited.
Yes, sir.
Grab the gear. Let's get on top of these cliffs and see if we can spot any signs of a permanent settlement.
Yes, sir.
Focus. Control my movement.
Yeah.
I expect those. Oh well. Kick his butt.
Looks like we're not ready for anything advanced. So let's take it back to the basics. Good. Step offline. Use my momentum against you. Better. Your movements are still too linear. Remember your circular motions. All parts of the blade can strike. Use that to find the points that your enemy isn't thinking to defend.
Remember, too, the will of the Force. If you channel it in your movements, it will speak to you.
I thought you had a shift today.
The Force makes time for those observing its traditions, just as it made time for the two of you in your training.
Training you don't frequently attend.
I follow the will of the Force, and its path for me speaks little of violence.
We're peacekeepers, not pacifists.
Wouldn't be able to tell that looking at us now. Hiding in the shadows.
Shadows are safe.
The shadows are growing. Do you really think it's the will of the Force for the Empire to rule the galaxy, for the great Jedi Order to go extinct, and the man who slaughtered us all to use our temple as his personal palace?
Speak nothing of our home, nor the man that defiles it.
I will speak until you listen.
Enough! We have heard nothing from the others since the fall. For all we know, we're the only ones left. The only way that we survive, that the Order survives, is we keep our heads down and we stick to the shadows. The longer we live, the longer the Jedi Order is preserved. Someday the galaxy may change, and they'll need the Jedi again. Until then, we can make sure that we're ready, with the Force and with our lightsabers. Speaking of which, try not to lose this. Lose your weapon, lose your life.
I have a shift.
He's angry.
A Jedi controls his emotions. We are all angry.
I'm not. As long as we stay together.
I know. All right, TYLEA, enough meditation. Get in the circle. It is my will. Saber out.
Seems like we're stuck here for a while. Next transport doesn't arrive for another 48 hours.
Calm, sir.
None. The planet has a transmission shield around it. It seems the locals don't take too fondly to visitors.
Order, sir.
First order is to locate some food. I've booked us lodgings for the night and converted the credits in the emergency case into the local currency. That should last us until the transport arrives.
Saw a cat stall click to the east in town, sir. That may have something.
Good work, Corporal. We'll start there. Calf and noodles.
Customary to our world, which I think it's fair to assume you're not from.
Indeed. We'll have 2 of each.
Do you want fish with that?
I hate fish. Sorry, sir!
No fish.
Imperial scum. Don't see many of you around here.
The Empire respects Nevasa's sovereignty. We humbly request you do the same for us.
We will. So long as you don't choose to stick around.
Our ship crashed. We'll leave as soon as the next transport arrives.
See to it you're on it.
I can see what you meant by saying they don't like visitors, sir.
It's not the visitors we dislike, it's the uniform.
I wear my uniform with pride. The Empire brings stability.
Stability you can find on other worlds. I will locate a place for us to eat. Corporal, you wait here for the refreshments to be completed.
Yes, sir.
The waiting area is over there. Don't block the other customers.
Tell me something, Corporal. If the Empire is so great, why do so many worlds want out?
Most worlds are content with Imperial rule. It's only a few bandit dissidents that are causing disruption.
So you admit there is a rebellion?
A few discontented separatists are hardly a rebellion.
What happened to all those worlds being so content?
The Empire brings order. It brings efficiency. During the Clone Wars, the separatists brought chaos across the galaxy, and the holdouts still commit violence against our peaceful citizens.
Separatists are but one group your empire has tried to bring stability to. Whatever noble cause you think you're trying to uphold means nothing if your orders are to execute civilians like at Antar.
The Antar campaign was a necessary operation to cease separatist activity.
Antar atrocity was a war crime.
You know, if you're free tonight, perhaps you could prove how great that Imperial efficiency really is. How about over a game of cards?
What are you doing? It's Imperial.
An especially gullible one who's only here for 2 days. Could be some easy creds.
1645 Galactic Standard. We have a running Corellian Spike League. Always room for one more.
Ow! What? It was worth a shot.
Stop causing trouble.
I see you made some friends.
I did my best to represent the Empire, sir.
Be glad that helmet of yours has a filter, because these noodles have a very unique smell.
Filters out smoke, sir, not toxins.
So the NCO has a sense of humor.
No, sir.
At ease, Corporal. While we're here, you might as well treat this as leave, which you will docket properly upon our return.
Yes, sir.
And eat something. Only one portion ration survived the crash.
Yes, sir.
You're correct, sir. This is a very unique smell.
Corporal, I think it goes without saying that in our report, this world should not be recommended for galley replenishment.
I'm sure the Galactic Marines will still eat it, sir. Permission to speak, sir?
Granted.
This world is like many others we have visited in the past cycle. The people seem wary of us, almost downright hostile.
This isn't an Imperial world. You can't expect them to uphold Imperial ideals.
I suppose so, sir.
Clone Wars were a chaotic time. Corruption ruled the galaxy even before the war started. The Separatists used the inefficiencies of the Senate and the courts to spread terror. Some project that past into the present, and the only defense is to prove them wrong through action.
I'm a soldier, sir. I don't know how to do that.
Well, you can start by going to that Saber game later. Get to know the people of this planet. This world is neither part of the Empire nor the Republic, and remained neutral throughout the war. We don't know much about it.
I'm not sure that's a good idea, sir. The locals seem very hostile to our presence.
Then break that hostility, and don't wear your armor.
Are you ordering me to go, sir?
Not if I don't have to, Corporal.
Hey, Zabrak. 1645 standard?
I'll pass you the location.
The galaxy is quiet. The Force moves through, but there are no disturbances. No voices call out in the dark in search of others. The darkness that clouds all things is upon us, but the Force keeps it at bay. Wait. There is something.
What is it?
A vision.
The future?
I don't know.
The Empire's here! They're here on Navasta!
Here? On a neutral world?
They're here! They visited the Cathcart!
How many? A squad? A garrison?
2. They landed just outside town.
One of them is an officer, and he has a stormtrooper!
Deep breaths. I need you to calm yourself. Is this what you saw?
Cart did good today. We doubled our quota.
You are the last one I expect to be calm right now.
He's playing sabacc with the stormtrooper later.
You're what?
If I can't fight him, at least I can get some easy creds off him.
And lead them straight to us? What if they're not done hunting us? What if the temple wasn't the end?
They're harmless. They crash landed outside town and will be gone with the next transport.
This is not some hardened invasion force. This is 2 Imperial idiots who could have found a Rancor if they were riding one.
They're Imperials. They appear foolish and stupid so that you underestimate them while they encircle and surround you. Just when you think you know them, just when you think you can trust them, just when you can be caught off guard, they strike. They move, and you disappear. And you have brought them closer.
They are the spreading darkness the Force is clouded by.
You say so much of this Imperial occupation, and yet do nothing to stop it. You hide on a neutral world, praying that conflict never reaches you, all in the guise of upholding tradition following the Force. It's nothing but fear. Is the great Jedi Order nothing but a group of cowards now?
Their anger brings you close to the edge, beyond which only darkness lies.
Even if something does happen, it's one officer and one trooper. We fought through the temple and we were raised in the war. If you trust what you've taught us, then we can take them.
It's not them I worry about, but what follows. We cannot fight another war.
And the Jedi Order is truly dead. I got somewhere to be.
By the will of the Force! Look who actually showed up. I didn't know they let troopers take off their armor.
Well, this didn't exactly seem like a combat zone.
And here I thought you wore it while you slept. Gonna ask how you managed to smell.
That's the smallest astromech I've ever seen.
What? The Empire doesn't have the new RX models? Red, be polite to our guest. He's gonna be losing a lot of money.
Big talk for Zabrak hasn't dealt any cards.
Take it you've played before?
I've done a few hands in the barracks.
Good. So I don't have to explain it to you like you're a youngling. Since we have a guest, we'll play with Imperial Standard rules. Standard buy, double pots, no chips on all matches. That is a lot of creds in the pot.
Could be pretty risky to continue the round.
I'm with Red. I don't think Zakhan has the courage to play on. Huh. Big move. I stand corrected.
The real question is whether either of them will have enough of a sabak to win the game pot.
Call.
Alrighty. Moment of truth. Show him. Norek, -1.
Pot's still in play then.
How would you know?
Because you've been bleeding your hand for the past 3 rounds.
Norek +3. Hand goes to MINA. Sabak is still in play.
Do you wish to join the fight against the Empire? Do you wish to stand against the darkness encroaching on our
You were talking
freedom?
earlier about how great the Empire
world
was.
may be neutral,
Surely if it's so grand, you can stand
Empire
a little
has conquered
criticism.
hundreds of worlds like
It's
yours,
off.
including
What
mine,
are you gonna
Korea.
do if I
There
don't?
is only one way out: to stand with your brothers and sisters and take up arms. We shall arrive.
Thank you.
Seth can be a little more opinionated than most, but he should know better than to antagonize a guest
He's an Imperial.
that you invited, which makes him a guest. Now, likely this isn't the best time, but why did you join the Empire? You don't exactly seem like their type.
And what type is that?
Cruel, foolish, couldn't find a bantha in a Tuscan encampment.
Those are officers. I'm enlisted.
Add a sense of humor to that list.
The call to serve can reach anyone. Meet some more Imperials, and you'll figure that out for yourself.
Thus far, we made it to a habit not to run into Imperials. Imperials bring problems.
Problems will find anyone eager enough to cause them. My planet used to be very much like this one. That is, until we got hit with a devastating famine. Joining the Empire is what brought our planet to an era of peace and prosperity unlike anything our world had ever seen. I proudly serve the state that saved my people.
Not every world chose to join the Empire. Some are occupied.
If there's anything to occupy after an orbital bombardment.
You speak like there's an alternative.
What's better than democracy?
Security. And we have a democracy.
I don't know. Your empire sounds a lot like a dictatorship to me. Raise 10 creds.
Call.
Well, I don't see it that way. Raise 20.
Giumdi, Ginold.
That's it for me too. Any morning start tipping to cart funds.
Well,
Sit or stand?
Stand.
All right then. Straight Chiron.
Pierce the Bach. Guess both pots are mine.
You used that whole conversation just to distract me.
No, I really didn't want to listen to any more of that insurgent broadcast. Getting your mind up a game was a nice benefit, though.
Well, your government is fascist, but you play a damn good hand of cards.
I'll take it.
It's a pity that you're an Imperial. I'm starting to like you.
Well, I got a shift tomorrow to a 5 standard, so I'm gonna call it. And I recommend the rest of you do the same before this Imperial swindles you out of any more money.
Which is why it was a bad idea to begin with. Even if they aren't Imperial, you never invite military personnel to a card game.
How was I supposed to know he'd be that sneaky?
What's the one thing the clones on the temple did off duty?
He's not a clone. He could have been way worse.
Well, next time, give me more warning before you do something and lose your daily split.
You okay?
Yeah. Just lost a fair amount of Sabak tonight.
You'll win it back tomorrow.
Pissed off Mina to no end.
Did you lose to that Imperial?
What else would make her angry enough to lock herself in her own room?
Just win double from him tomorrow. That'll cheer her up.
Will do. I'm gonna go to bed before I make another decision I regret.
Yes.
Glad to never have noodles and calf again.
Only one more rotation, sir.
A lot of customers. An event going on.
No, morning shift got murdered. First murder on world in years.
Mina.
No, she took the day off to mourn. Terrible tragedy. Word is, when a SETH Savant crews furiously lost all their money to an offworlder and took it out on him. Something I'm sure you wouldn't know anything about, offworlder.
We are members of the Imperial Army. We hold ourselves to the highest standard. If there was impropriety, it was not from us.
I believe you. Others likely won't.
Where's your local constable? We aren't investigators, but we are trained in some forensics for battlefield analysis. We could help determine the killer.
Take my unsolicited advice and stick to the spaceport until your shuttle arrives. Not everyone here has love for the Empire. Your presence will be equated with action that you didn't do. And don't play any more Sabak. That droid they got playing cheats.
Take that in mind. Thank you.
Psychometry is not a learned skill, as much as I wish it was.
I thought that by focusing at least, I could hear the force's echo.
And
Nothing.
they are one with the cosmic force. Do not mourn their passage out of the living.
I thought I had seen all the loss I could bear with the purge. That by staying here, reserving our ways, perhaps we could have survived all this.
Whether we wish it or not, the will of the force finds us, no matter where we run to.
Well, if this is the will of the force, I want nothing of it! Back at the temple, I used to think I was a living example the force had a sense of humor. Every time I reached out.
Not all Jedi feel the force in the same way.
After you age, when a knight doesn't choose you, you're offered a choice. The service corps or leave. The war is the only reason I was kept in the temple, to fill the void in guards that had deployed. When the purge happened, when I rescued all of you, I finally felt like a Jedi. I had a purpose. The Force had guided me through everything I had lost. I gained clarity. The Force has always come easy to you, I mean, even in the temple, but for me, it's been a mystery.
You may not see the force as clearly, but it flows through you just as strongly as the rest of us. It uses your strengths and your will to guide you.
I don't need the Force to see what we have to do next. The galaxy is shrouded in darkness. It needs more light.
Taking on the Empire is not a fight we will win. They have a galaxy's worth of troopers.
We are Jedi. It's time we fought to take back our home. Don't worry about the small things. Take only the essentials and artifacts.
Are you sure we want to do this? Because I still have a bad feeling about this.
SETH's contact responded. He'll meet us as soon as we deboard and smuggle the relics to the librarian.
Can we trust them?
Seth trusted them. We should too. Mina, run!
We can take it!
Run! Track that girl! That's an order, Corporal!
Psychometry is not a learned skill, as much as I wish it was.
I thought that by reaching out in the force, I could hear the force's echo.
Jedi feel the force in the same way. You may not see the force as equally, but it flows through you just as strongly as the rest of us.
The force is always going to be the temple for me. It's been a mystery. Cannot win, Sith. The Force is with me.
I'm not a Sith. And I don't need the Force to kill you.
They are one with the cosmic force. Do not mourn their passage out of the living.
Shadows are growing.
Whether we wish it or not, the force finds us. No matter where we run.
Jedi controls
Jedi order to go extinct.
the Force. I want nothing of it.
You say Jedi.
Halt! Or I'll shoot.
You don't have to do this.
Good soldiers follow orders.
You remind me of someone I used to know, back at the temple. He was a good soldier too, and he was one of my best friends before the last order came. You don't have to be like him. In another galaxy, you'd be running right alongside us. Don't good soldiers have an obligation to break orders that are wrong?
Not against a Jedi.
I don't want to have to hurt either of you.
You couldn't if you tried. That's really how the Jedi end. With a whimper. I must say, your friends put up much more of a fight.
No!
There is no passion. There is serenity. There is no chaos. There is harmony. There is harmony.
There is no force, only death. Good work, Corporal. You're due for a promotion and a citation when we return.
Yes, sir.
comms and well within mission parameters.
I thought there were no comms, sir.
A small line necessary to complete the mission.
But the survival pack
was jammed. I apologize for lying, Corporal. I had my orders.
Which I hear you were most influential in helping Agent HALCARD to complete.
Indeed. He apprehended the last survivor and arranged the initial meeting that allowed me to track down the whole cell.
ISP.
We had suspicions your unit harbored someone with a gift of feeling the Force. I was sent to ascertain the truth of that. When our destroyer was dispatched to the sector, I arranged the crash to use that gift of yours to track down the traitors hiding here. Force users are drawn to one another. I think the Corporal should receive high honors for his part in the mission.
I shall relay that to the Emperor myself. I take it the intel then was accurate.
Mostly. There was a guard unaccounted for. My best guess is he helped the Youngling clan survivors escape the temple during the fall.
I see. Witnesses?
None. Though I recommend a full planetal cleansing to be safe.
Destroyers are already inbound. We've sent a shuttle to retrieve you. You're needed back at headquarters. One of the 501st has been preparing for a mission on Nar Shaddaa that requires training in your unique skill set. Excellent work, Agent.
Thank you, sir.
It ends in a whimper, the spirits they whisper.